Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Whether they remove the subsidy or not, we will still be in problem. If they remove subsidy, they will share the money. They have already shared it before collecting it. They say over 400 billion will go to Jonathan's government. Over 400 billion will go to state government. Over 200 billion will go to local government. They have already spent the money before they earn it. They are just fooling color day to come and supervise an empty collection.
No force on earth can stop this revolution. The fact that I am here today with my children, with all these wonderful Nigerians, send the message to Abuja and wherever they are that the struggle for which we have been planning and working all these years have now taken off.
Governor of the Central Bank, Sanusi, came to Lagos and said, if you don't remove fuel subsidy, Nigeria will collapse. This country is not going to collapse. Those who are going to collapse are those who are cheating the Nigerian people.
When my father was fighting, I was 13 years old. I am 50 in 6 months. My son is 16. We still have no electricity. We still have no health care. People are poor. People are dying because of 10,000 naira in this country. And people are stealing the greatest Nigeria.
For several hours.
Oh my! I want to read an old news item from 2012. Let me see. I just want to read it from one paper from 2012. As the work to rule declared by organized labor began today, this is 9th January 2012. PM News. As the work to rule declaration or declared by organized labor began across the nation, commercial activities in Lagos State, southwest Nigeria were grounded as protesters took to the streets to register their rejection of the removal of subsidy for premium motor spirit, otherwise known as petrol, as by Goodluck Jonathan, president then. The protesters, some of whom said they left their homes as early as 5 a.m., converged on the late Gani Fawemi Park in Ojota and blocked the entire area between 9 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Between 9 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. with a promise to continue with the protest if President Goodluck Jonathan fails to reverse the price of the product to its original 65 naira per liter. Let's just reflect on that figure, that golden figure, 65 naira per liter of petrol. Think about it for a while. Let it sink in. All right, are you there? It's the Morning Crossfire. My name is Kofi Bartels, Radio 99.3 Nigeria. We're on the week, Monday to Friday, from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. And we'll have a major conversations by 8 o'clock. All right. The protest, which was organized by Pastor Tunde Bakare of the Save Nigeria group and other civil society groups, had tens of thousands in attendance, according to some of the organizers. By the way, where is Save Nigeria Group? They went silent after 2015, if I'm not mistaken. Am I correct? You see, we can't talk about Pastor Tunde Bakare's State of the Nation speech. And it's not the first time he's given, a number of State of the Nation speeches. From time to time, he does it. When Buhari was president, he did one unveiling the true enemies of Nigeria in 2020. I think in 2019 he also did another one. Go back and check. So he's been speaking, but Save Nigeria Group, I'm trying to look at the last time I saw them do anything major like they did in 2012, and it was always there. It was like, I have syrup now. Everything Save Nigeria Group is coming out. Save Nigeria Group, and everybody, But Pastor Bakare he's been talking throughout Buhari's time. And don't forget, he was President Buhari's running mate. Pastor Dr. Tunde Bakare was President Buhari's running mate when he was in his former party. Was this CPC then? But you see, those who neglect history will confront misery. So this State of the Nation address is not something new. Tunde Bakare has been doing it yearly. Those who neglect history will confront what? Misery. Which is why it is important to go back to the reason why Nigerians have been saying Bakare should come out and speak on the State of the Nation under Buhari, under Tinubu. I don't think he did the State of the Nation last year. I may be wrong. I've been looking for it. Maybe he did it. Maybe he did. He's a great man of God. So before we played a clip of Tunde Bakare's State of the Nation speech yesterday. By the way, abroad is the president who gives State of the Nation, give a scorecard. But his own take on where Nigeria is today. Before we play a clip of that, which is all of, I'm sure you've heard it, several times for some of you. We have to go back to 2012 and the Occupy Nigeria protest in Arojota. We have to go back there now.
Began. Whether they remove the subsidy or not, we will still be in problem. If they remove subsidy, they will share the money. They have already shared it before collecting it. They said over 400 billion will go to the government. Over 400 billion will go to state government. Over 200 billion will go to local government. They have already spent the money before they earn it. They are just fooling color day to come and supervise an empty collection.
No force on earth can stop this revolution.
Okay, so a lot of you have been saying, Tunde Bakare, speak now. It's your man is now in power. What are you saying? And yesterday he spoke. I mean, is Tunde Bakare allowed to speak, to talk on the state of the country? Given his record, I'm asking you, tell me what you think. Given his record of being a thorn in the side of the Jonathan administration. More than a thorn is even an understatement. Is Tunde Bakare allowed to speak? Did he play a role in bringing Nigeria to where it is today? Does he have a moral standing to comment on the state of the country and offer solutions? I'm asking, it's not my view. I'm asking for your thoughts on that's where I want us to approach it from. You could say yes, Bakare is not in government. Like Bola Tinubu, maybe he has never gotten a contract, because Tinubu said never got any government contract while Buhari was president. He was never part of the government. He's just a simple clergyman. After all, Nigerians were all in unison saying they do not want the subsidy to be removed at the time. So it was basically mirroring the mood of the country, etc., etc. I don't know what you think, but let's listen to his Easter Sunday message at Citadel Global Ministries, Citadel Global Community.
The center of this political banditry is the motor park brand of politics, nurtured by the old brigade politicians, and in recent times by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. President, it is through your influence that the Nigerian National Assembly has become a haven for legislative rascality. Mr. President, it's under your watch that the National Assembly has become an extension of the executive, grossly violating the principles of separation of powers and rubber stamping the whims and caprices of your office, all while singing the international anthem of psychoviolence. On your mandate we shall stand. Mr. President, thanks to your political machinations, Nigeria is now bedeviled by a captured National Assembly the most ineffective in its checks and balances role since the start of the Fourth Republic. In 2006, the Fourth National Assembly had the audacity to reject the tenure extension bid of a sitting president. In 2010, the Sixth National Assembly summoned the courage to stand against a power hijacking cabal and restore Nigeria to the path of constitutionality by invoking the doctrine of necessity. In 2011, the House of Representatives of the Seventh National Assembly had the courage to elect its leaders, as did the Senate of the Eighth National Assembly in 2015, defying executive interference. This National Assembly, the 10th, has by its unconstitutional endorsement of the president's abuse of powers proven to be the most spineless in our recent history. Through its actions and inactions, the National Assembly has in effect become the 48th member of the president's cabinet. While a cabinet minister by the name of Wike, is it Wike or Wike or Wakeep? While a cabinet minister has more or less become a third-time state governor in Rivers State, pampered by the indulgences of the president. Recent events have made it clear to Nigerians that at this assembly being placed in 2006, when the third-term agenda was proposed, our democracy would have since morphed into one of Africa's lamentable tales of sit-tight dictatorship. To the president of the Nigerian state, Senate, who has not heeded the call to subject himself to an unbiased investigation, to clear his name of the allegations leveled against him, and under whose leadership the National Assembly has become a carry-go legislature, hiding under the umbrella of technicalities and a dubious voice voting system, I leave you and your conscience with the words of Frederic Bessiert, former deputy of the French National Assembly. He said, and I quote, "When plunder becomes a way of life for a group of men in a society, over the course of time, they create for themselves a legal system that authorizes it and a moral code that glorifies it." To the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, under whose brand of politics the institution of legislative oversight is collapsing and our democracy is faced with an existential threat, I say, Mr. President, Nigeria is too delicate for this kind of politics. If this state capture was what you meant by a Milokan, it is an anticlimax that can only be counterproductive at the end. I urge you, Mr. President, to think deeply and reflect on these words. No man is wise enough, nor good enough to be trusted with unlimited power. Mr. President, please stop playing God.
So I want to ask.
All right, Mr. President, please stop playing God. So that's it. A lot of you, some of you have been really highly critical of Tunde Bakare, always going back to 2012 and Ojota. Is this a case of the man is saying what Nigerians have been trying to get the president to hear, and he's speaking the truth, and therefore there is nothing Ojota about this that anyone should bring about? Or you feel, Oga, I beg. You've not gone on protest though. Anyway, so where do you stand in all of this? Is it a case of don't throw the baby away with the bathwater? Bakare is saying the truth. This is what we should all be saying. This is what every Nigerian who has at least a level of influence should be telling the president. Or you still refusing to look away from Bakare's past activism against Goodluck Jonathan? He says, Mr. President, please stop playing God. 0201-277-0993. 0201-465-7190. Tunde Bakare's much advertised State of the Nation address has come and gone, and a lot of Nigerians are reacting to it. We'll take your thoughts now. Good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome. What's your name?
Hello, good morning. Yes, Kofi. Yeah, Nat. I'm calling back from Lekki. I just want to quickly respond.
You called earlier, Nat.
Yes.
On the morning crossfire, we have a rule. If you call once,
okay,
you don't call again.
Okay.
On that program,
Okay.
Yeah. Because others are trying to get in. You can send a message. We have WhatsApp.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah, and all the platforms. Okay. Right, so we can give others a chance. He's called a number of times. 99.3. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, you have to turn your radio off.
I am cleaning up.
Can you imagine? Please call back when you're ready. 99.3. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. This liver from Lagos.
You have to turn the radio set off.
Actually, we have to
turn the radio set off, please. 99.3. Good morning. Yeah. Hello.
Good morning, Kofi.
Welcome.
Yes. Kofi, those people now, Masu there.
Okay.
Those people when they clap for Tunde Bakare, now in church group, church members.
What's your point?
If it's the church members, they're all.
Hello. Easy.
I don't know.
Easy. Are you about to call them names?
No, no problem. But I want to inform them that Tunde Bakare, for him saying what he's saying now, I'm not pleased. Tunde Bakare has to take Nigeria to Ojota the way he did 2012 before we can get things right. If you don't do that, why people are clapping for him? Somebody that deceived you 10 years ago, collected money, deceived you.
Excuse me, Mazi, when you say collected money, he collected money from who? Since you have the information.
Oh, Monasel, now buy the.
Wait now. Mazi, there's a difference.
If I say wrong, I'm sorry.
Hello, sir.
But I saw in Nigeria, everybody get price. You know that one.
Mazi, if you say, I think that protest was sponsored, it's different from saying Bakare collected money.
Okay,
you are here saying, so
maybe I'm wrong.
You think he did, you feel he did, but you are saying What you're saying is he did. You have the proof.
Sorry to say that, but do you know why I said the way I said it is Nigeria? Nobody working for nothing. Everybody working for selfish interest.
So what you say is, I feel the protest was sponsored. Full stop.
Okay.
I feel it was sponsored.
Maybe I'm not studying English. I'm not studying English well. Maybe the way I put it is wrong.
No, we're learning every day. No, but you sabi, you get it. You get it. Now you've gotten a new one.
No problem. But I'm not going to listen to him. He said something right, but that is over the bar to me.
So
let him go to Ojota again.
For you, the one that he's saying now, the entire ear. The one where the entire ear.
No enter. Now go Ojota. That one no enter on me. At all.
Okay.
Let him go Ojota before I believe him.
Okay. Mazi.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is Bakare lying? Is he not speaking the truth? And should Nigerians not look at the truth that he's saying? Or what you're hearing here is that Ojota speech. You're not hearing this one well. 99.3, good morning.
Morning, Kofi Bartels.
Yeah, welcome.
This is Pastor Ladipo.
Happy Easter.
Same to you, sir. Kofi, I'm waiting for the presidential spokesperson because there are many. They are still digesting what Bakare said yesterday so that they will come out with heavy rebuttals because they don't see some constructive criticism as criticism. You see, what Bakare said yesterday, in fact, he just summarized the challenges we are going through now. We have one of the most, you see this as National Assembly, this present National Assembly, just the way he has described it, they are the 48 executive ministers when it comes to the executive arm of government. Because Tunde Bakare has highlighted the challenges, and there is no iota of lies. See, number one, you don't expect the man to now go back to Ojota, considering his age. And this is the best he has done. And if you have more people who would be more sincere, like the way he has done now, come out and criticize this government constructively, I think they might likely sit up. Did you see the phrase he used? He said the kind of Agberoism kind of politics. And somebody will tell me he's a master strategist.
We gotta go. So
thank you.
So you're saying
I'm hearing.
Listen to the truth that Bakare is speaking. Forget about Ojota.
See, Ojota is out of it.
All right, Ojota is out. It's a good way to land. Thank you, Pastor. We have a lot of people queuing up to have their say. Thank you very much. 99.3. Good morning.
Good morning, Kofi. How are you today?
Very well, thank you. We don't have time. Can you make it quick?
My name is Colin from Ibejuleki.
Yeah.
Still on Bakare's district. See, I listened to what you played about what he said yesterday. It's all about legislation. It was not hard on the activities of the president, the insecurity in the nation.
Okay.
You know, the
we'll be right back,
disappointment.
Okay?
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
Sarah needs a printer to study her lessons, and I also need one for my office. Teacher Sarah recommended the HP Smart Tank 750 printer to me. It's equipped with ink tanks that last a long time, so we can forget about buying ink cartridge. It's so easy to refill. All you need to do is buy the ink bottles and refill it yourself. Plus, it comes with 1-year warranty. So, print, copy and scan up to 8,000 color or 18,000 black pages. It's awesome! Get it today at all DreamWorks stores. Nothing's easier than printing your documents with the HP Smart Tank 750 printer for precise and vibrant prints. Call 0808 553-8331 or visit www.dreamworksdirect.com for more information.
What can your bank do for you? Meet Jane, 25 years old. She's been having troubles acquiring a loan from her bank.
This is not okay at all. I've been on this queue forever, and you're saying I should fill another form. What's going on?
What can your bank do for you? Meet Frank, 27 years old, held up in traffic and making fruitless transactions.
Mama, I am paying the airtime, even the electricity charges. I don't know why it's so difficult making this payment.
Introducing Safri, a lifestyle digital bank that's designed just for you. With one click, you can make easy and fast payment transactions, pay bills, and even acquire easy loans. Hurry and download the Safri app on your Play Store. Visit safrisafri.com for more information. Safri, borderless banking.
Every day is about winning with OnePlay on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
Creating and scaling a business is no easy task, but with help from a global network of partners who understand your local challenges, your growth could be exponential. At Stanford Seed, we offer just that. When you sign up for our 10-month Seed Transformation Program, you become part of our hybrid, in-person and online training programs delivered by Stanford University Graduate School of Business professors and local experts. The Seed Transformation Program gives you a transformation plan to help you create tangible results. You don't need to struggle alone with your business anymore. Begin your transformation journey now. Visit www.gsb.stanford.edu/seed or send an email to kdadsin@stanford.edu or call +234 911 046 2349. Application closes 1st of May 2025.
He done of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you the wine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abi?
Jerry, now you they talk like this. Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution of my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I don't know.
Guy, hfm.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said hfm.com.
Which one is hfm.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said
hfm.com.
Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Attention, Airtel customers. If your line has been blocked, then this is for you. Head to the nearest Airtel shop with your NIN. Our friendly staff will help you get your line back up and running. Don't let a blocked line keep you out of touch.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. It's still the Morning Crossfire right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Please call and have your say 0201 277 0993 0201 277 0993. And of course, you can also call us on female line 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190. Someone was asking about the presidency reacting. They already put out a reaction to Dr. Tunde Bakare's speech, where he told President Tinubu to stop playing God. You know, that there could be some sort of reaction from the people if the president does not, take it to his advice. He said a lot of things. He talked about Nigeria being on the brink. He talked about killings in Plateau State, in Benue State, and other parts of the country. He said what is being played now is motor park politics. He said the National Assembly is a rubber stamp captured and has been captured by the president. He talked about national assemblies in the past that, were independent. He gave several examples, but said this particular one has been captured by the president. Even talked about, former President Obasanjo's third term bid that was shut down by the judiciary. He says the National Assembly is the 40th member of President Tinubu's cabinet, and he described the song "On Your Mandate We Shall Stand," which is sung in praise of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a politician by his supporters. He calls it the national anthem of sycophants. He says Nigeria is too delicate for the kind of politics that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is playing or is overseeing in the country. And he says, stop playing God. Well, there's been a reaction by the presidency, because I have to go back to this because of the gentleman who mentioned it. Now, Tunde Bakare is from the I think it's from the CPC block of APC, because he was Buhari's running mate, if you remember. At some point, people felt he would be Buhari's running mate in 2015, but that was not the case. He said a lot. He didn't just speak about the National Assembly. He talked about the economy. He talked about the Naira. He talked about subsidy removal. And all that. So what do you think? Tunde Bakare is seen as an ally of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Seen as someone who is a supporter of the Tinubu brand of politics, or because of his association with July 12 or January 2012 protests. Sorry, but is that truly the case? Is that the real situation of things? Is that the real situation? Let's say, gentlemen. I'll listen to a bit more of that message, but something that Daniel Bola put on X. He says, Pastor Tunde Bakare's sermon and speech delivered this morning in the form of the message to the president is quite objective. He gave his general opinion on events and decisions of the government. He critiqued certain policies and applauded some. He even further offered his suggestions on the way forward. Importantly, he acknowledged the successes and strides of the president and his administration. Although we differ on some areas and positions with him on some areas and positions, we respect his right to say his mind and assure him, as with many Nigerians, that President Tinubu is determined to deliver on the promises to the Nigerian people. Okay, let's get back to it. I'll pick some more calls.
Bola Tinubu is playing God. Do you agree with what he said?
Sorry about that. Let's get back into it. I clicked on the wrong click. There. Oh, here we go.
A July 2024 report by the Financial Times describes the conundrum in these words. In the nearly 15 months since Bola Tinubu became president, he has forced his 220 million fellow Nigerians to swallow some bitter medicine. He removed the generous fuel subsidy, one of the few benefits citizens receive from their inefficient and corrupt state. He allowed the country currency, the naira, to enter free fall, fueling imported inflation and triggering the worst cost of living crisis in a generation. These measures have pushed tens of millions of already impoverished people deeper into misery. The stampede deaths in several cities at the end of 2024 were the most horrific climax to the economic hardships experienced by Nigerians. The heartbreaking reports of parents throwing their children over a fence in Ibadan to ensure access to charity food distribution, leading to the deaths of over 35 children, were tragically almost reminiscent of the biblical famine in Samaria, during which parents resorted to eating their own children for survival. While it is not in dispute that difficult economic reforms come with costs and are usually associated with periods of hardship, 4 essentials must be taken into consideration when driving reforms. Number 1, empathy, which means understanding and sharing in the plight of the people. Number 2, methodology, which indicates a systematic approach to deploying tools from the reform toolbox to cushion the biting effects of reforms. Number 3, transparency, which mandates governments to act openly and to carry the citizens along at every major decision point in the reform journey. And number 4, responsibility, which requires leaders to take the lead in bearing the difficult and painful impacts of reforms. I leave it to the consciousness of Nigerians and to the consciences of those in this administration entrusted with the fate of hundreds of millions of Nigerians to determine whether the President Tinubu-led government has sufficiently demonstrated these 4 essentials.
All right, so you can see he's been talking not just about the legislature, but about the economy and other aspects of national life. Should Nigerians just move on from Tunde Bakare of 2012 and listen to what he's saying? Listen to what he's been, the points he's making. like I pointed out earlier, he gives the State of the Nation address almost every year. And don't forget, in 2022 or 2023, he was an aspirant for the APC presidential ticket. He stood against Bola Tinubu. I'm not sure. I don't think he was one of those who stepped down and asked their supporters to vote for Tinubu. But I think he stood against Tinubu, President Bola Tinubu, in the APC presidential primary. He gave a speech there and all that. So I don't know what you think about this. Should Nigerians just move past Ojota and realize that was just at the time? Or you still want Bakare to go back to Ojota, California Park, and do a protest against Tinubu's removal of subsidy? All right, now look at the points he's made. He said some things about the economy and the difficulty of people to feed, amongst other things. 0201-277-0993. 0201-277-0993. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome.
This is Mr. Oke from Ogun State.
Okay, welcome.
Yeah, I've heard everything Bakare said. And Nigerians should look at the truth of his message. The other time at the toll gate, that was a different era. And he was able to stand to speak out. And this is another era. So Nigerians should look at the message very clearly. It is resonating the truth of this era. I stand with Bakare. If we could have other men of God speak a little bit, things will not continue this way. But the rank and file of the high and mighty clergies have kept quiet. And then this man has a God to speak out. Why shouldn't we stand with him? I totally agree with him and stand with Bakare.
All right.
Thank
you. All right. Appreciate your time. Thanks for calling. So basically saying Nigeria should move on from 2012 and leave that in the past. Hello, good morning. Hi.
Good morning.
Sorry, please call back. Can't hear you. We have a WhatsApp available. Skype is there as well. On WhatsApp, go to 08095975805, 08095975805. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Kofi. Good morning.
Welcome. Who do we have on the line, please?
This is the one of Odobolu.
Welcome.
For Bakare to speak and all his speeches, what are we all this now? What are we gaining now? Because we are totally in the mess. They are the one who is pushing that time that they need a change. How is he preaching against? I don't see anything different from what you have been hearing. You want a new thing to happen. You want changes in everything. You want people that can stand for us. Who will push us to go to that Ojota you are talking about? Because everybody is afraid now. And the hunger is killing us. How are we going to sit down and die? Let us go. If they want to kill us, let them kill us. If we want to live, then we live. So I don't know the one we are hearing word. Are we going to be listening to the word till this could finish? I don't see anything I'm talking, but action is what is important, I beg.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you calling in. 99.3, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. Hi, can you hear me?
Right, today.
Hello, good morning. Yes, welcome. What's your name?
Timbo is my name.
All right, listening from where?
Yeah, Kofi, I listened to Pastor Tunde Bakare. First, somebody called to say he did not hit hard on the federal government. But the man he was quite eloquent. The 4 items he listed were about the government inadequacy. He cannot come on here and start using words that are anti-DB now, not to be broadcast, words that are contrary to what should be allowed on radio.
Yeah.
Remember, he's a lawyer himself before he went into pastoral services. He's a lawyer, a seasoned lawyer for that matter. So we don't have to question, to reject. Sometimes you may hate a messenger, but if he comes with a fantastic message, accept that message. Let's now see what Onanuga will reply. Because he has always been fast, but the man has said the truth. Everything he said is quite okay by me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, B. Akimbo, for your time. Thank you very much. 99.3, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah,
My
welcome.
brother.
Welcome. Your name, location, and your contribution.
I am Pastor Fine. I'm speaking from Agbara.
Welcome.
Yeah, I've heard all what Pastor Tunde Bakare said. I've been longing to hearing from him all this while. In all truth, what he said is the fact. I appreciate every word of his, everything he has said. They are at point. But what I want him to do now is let him take us back to our daughter. We want a kind of rehearsal, a kind of thing that will make the government know how we feel.
You want Occupy Nigeria Part 2?
I think I want to occupy Nigeria Part 2 and Part 3 if there's anything like that. Nigeria, people are dying. Kofi, you should go. I know, I like the decision you made sometime here in the decision about River State. I was so pleased that you can show such a thing. But today, Nigeria is not what it's supposed to be. If you go out and see what people are doing, what people are going through, my brother, no NEPA, no light, no water, nothing. It is unfortunate that this country will fall into such a precipice. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it calling in. Okay, it seems increasingly listeners out there are saying Bakare is speaking the truth to power, and that is what all matters. Some of you still sticking to your guns that Bakare should take Nigerians back to Ojota for Occupy Nigeria 2.0. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, there is no portfolio for Tunde Bakare and
99.3, good morning. Sorry about that. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kofi.
Welcome.
I'm Mr. Detayo from Ikorodu.
Good to have you.
Yeah. Please, I did not see anything wrong with what Pastor Tunde Bakare has said. He took a lot of good elites to make such statements. Sometimes we Nigerians, we should try and appreciate people to encourage them to do more than this. That is what I will conclude this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate calling you. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi.
Yes, welcome. What's your name?
My name is Tony. I call you from Ikeja.
Tony Ikeja, please go on.
Yes, Mr. Pastor Tunde Bakare have said it all. You see, with time and faith, everything has, its shape. That time of 2012, it was Occupy Ojota, and it depends on who was on the mantle of leadership then. So we cannot just go to demonstrate. There are methods of demonstrating. There are styles of demonstration. So everything is not to go and assemble. You understand?
So what is the method and style that they used in 2012 that makes it difficult now?
You don't understand what I'm saying. What I'm trying to tell you then, I said it depends on who was on the mantle of leadership and how then was. Now, if you dare, Tunumbu will send people to go and kill everybody. That man then cannot kill. That's what I mean. Hello?
I'm with you, because that's what you say. For those who are asking why is
that's what I mean. Yes, you can demonstrate by staying indoors, not to say you are not coming out. That is your own way of demonstration. You can demonstrate by being vocal. That is demonstration. It does not mean to go and assemble. Nobody wants to lose his life. Okay, what happened at Toto? Has anybody been held accountable? The little minors, children that demonstrated during end hunger. What happened? So nobody can give out his life so cheap that way.
Right.
You understand? Right. Tunumbu cannot allow it. And when he gets people, that nothing will happen.
Okay.
So
thank you, but
Bakare,
yeah.
Go ahead, Kofi.
Yeah, but I mean, Tinubu has not sent anybody to kill anyone. I mean,
but he's the president. He's the commander of commander in chief.
Has he ever sent anyone to kill someone?
I don't know. What happened? What happened?
You didn't sound like you didn't know.
Hold on.
You said you said Tinubu will send people to kill protesters now.
Yes, he's the president.
How do you know?
He's the commander in chief.
How do you know?
How do I know what? Who sent military to demonstration ground? Who sent them? Is he not the one that gives the order?
Which of who? Where?
I see what you're asking me. Are you not a Nigerian?
No, which of the demonstrations? Oh, Jesus Christ. There have been demonstrations all over the place. Which one are you?
Hold on. Okay, listen to me carefully. During the end,
I have been.
Government. How many people died?
During the what?
End bad government, end hunger. When the minors were caged and labeled treasonable this thing. How many people were killed?
Because I heard you mentioning Tollgate.
You don't understand what I'm saying. I said people cannot go to Tollgate so that they will not lose their life.
Okay, all right. But you know,
that's what I'm saying.
But the thing is this here. What I was saying, I felt you were saying that Tinubu sent them to Tollgate to shoot people. What I was saying.
No. I said.
Yeah, if soldiers or policemen are excessive in their, in trying to disperse protesters and all that, maybe we cannot say directly that the president sent soldiers to kill people. But of course,
my brother,
hold on. Can I land?
That is me, Tony, saying it that it's the president that gives order to go and kill. Because this very man in power now.
Tony, please, let's act our age, please. You can't say the president gave an order for soldiers to go and kill protesters. Did he give an order? Were you there? Do you have evidence? What you say is, under this president, protesters have been killed. You said the same thing without making an unguarded, unnecessary, and unproven statement. You can say under this, and that was a fact. It's a fact that under this president, in his time, protesters have lost their lives. It is a fact. And you've made your point. You've made your point. Nobody can contest what you're saying. Anyway. But when you say the president gave order to kill, that is something that you may find hard to prove. So why don't you tell the devil to go to hell and he look forward to it? That's how it's done. But we're learning every day, so I don't hold it against you. 99.3, good morning. I wish you had more time. I think we may have time to play more of Tunde Bakare's message. His Easter sermon is the message. All right? Maybe after 10. I don't know if FinTech Show is going to hold to the public holiday. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, Mr. Kofi. Good morning.
Welcome.
I always listen to your program, and I'm happy. And sometimes when I listen to like Wasobia program and I saw people the way they are saying the truth, I always be happy when expensive and the like we stand. They don't care whatever they will open up, say the truth. There is one month, when I was in Abuja, this man, he always stand to say, Kofi, let me tell you the truth. You are always bending, you are not straightforward. You always fear. And you are not, even when people are bringing the truth, you will be turning them like this as if you want to hand them over to the devil. Let's tell ourselves the truth. If you want to die, die. Tinubu can kill. Before election, don't you see the charges he gave out to people to go and do people anyhow and make sure they deliver the mandate? Always open up and say the truth. Don't hide the truth. If they want to kill you, let them kill you. Your journalism, you are not straightforward. You always bend when you instead of you to go straight and tell the power of the truth, let them kill all of us. Yeah, this is not moving well. I know how this is for me right away now, and how it's already even Buhari that was doing anyhow. This was still somehow good. People say it's our son. Let him be there. Is this? I told people, I said our son. If your son is not good, don't hand over your family into his hands.
All right.
This man is not who he's supposed to.
Thank you. Your time is up. I don't know how to explain or to put what I'm trying to get gentleman, I think it's another person who called before to understand. All right, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not afraid of anybody. It's not about fear. It's about being objective, and it's about speaking well, properly, and using a public platform well. You understand? Because if any day anybody calls you and says, you said he gave an order, where, how, you don't have that. We don't know. We are not certain, 100%. How can you come on a radio public platform and say, certainly you are, but you're not certain. You yourself, you're not certain, but you feel strongly. You feel is different from So you have ways of putting these things. You have a way of putting it. And I gave an example. What is there about fear? There's nothing fear. It's about being fair. Fairness is all about. So that's it. All right. It's not beer parlor. It's not beer parlor. All right. 99.3.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.